So you're a programmer, you're a musician, maybe you draw digitally, maybe you paint with oil paint. But but one thing we all have to do as artists is find a voice, find a niche, find a lane, find a way to be seen and heard as yourself. And in art school, one of the classes that we had, a teacher would explain to us that most great artists in hindsight are known for the one thing that they do. An example would be Rodrigue, who is a painter out of New Orleans, Louisiana, who I'm very familiar with. And he did a lot of nice standard paintings of Louisiana scenery. And then he started painting paintings of his dog, who was generally, he would think, a sad dog. And when his dog passed away, he started painting pictures of his dog, very simple blue dogs. And he paint the dog incessantly, everything. Instead of doing a Louisiana scene of a swamp, it was his blue dog on a in a swamp. It was his blue dog at a fair, blue dog on a porch, blue dog during Mardi Gras, blue dog with a guitar. But everything was centered around this one thing that he did. And he became so sought after as an artist, so famous and so successful because he found that one thing. And in hindsight, it's real easy to see an artist's voice when you look at the accumulative work. It's easy to see the theme of their work, the voice, and the direction. But what I'm posing as a question today is finding that one thing. And it's tough. I think it was Miles Davis who said something like, "Man, it takes a long time to sound like yourself." And there's so much truth in those words about trying to find a voice, find an intention, find a direction, and stay true to that one voice, that one direction. But if you can find that one thing, and maybe you can't, and maybe that one thing you find, it changes. You have that one thing for 3 months, you have that one thing for an entire year. But for example, I see this used currently in social media marketing. In times past, an artist would release an album, and then they'd have a music video. And then that music video, that lead single, that is your one thing. And for the next year, the next 6 months, or the next 9 months, whatever the campaign is, the artist would only play that music video, play that song. Every time they're on a talk show, they play the exact same single that's released. And I see musical artists doing it today. Well, they'll release a song, but instead of doing a music video, every day they'll release a video clip of them singing the same song. So Monday, here's me singing the song in my apartment. Here's me singing the song out on the back of a truck. Here's me singing my song with a violin player. Here's me singing my song at the skate park. But it's the same thing. They're just singing the one song in different context. And what I would encourage artists to do is to kind of start to think about what is their one thing. And if you can find your one thing that you can do for the rest of your life, congratulations. That would be an amazing feat. But some of it is like testing the waters, but realizing that the direction you're going is finding your one thing, finding your voice. So you're not creating haphazardly without any clear direction. You can start to create in a way where you ask yourself, what do I want people to interpret me as? Like, if every day you wake up and you go to the internet and you do your one thing, and your one thing is, I say, "Hello world, my name is Gabriel," and that's it. And I do that one thing every day for the next year. I'll find success through that consistency, and I will be known as the guy who says, "Hello world." And then before you know it, you are the image that you've created as an artist to the world. And the consistency helps doing that one thing. But so who is it that you want them to say at the end of the day, hey, this is so and so, they're the blank person. So hey, this is Gabriel, he is a filmmaker. Or this is Gabriel, he is a multi-hyphenate artist. Or this is Gabriel, he is a artistic polymath. And I'm dreaming big here, but what is the one thing that I want people to describe me as? And maybe it's like, this is Gabriel, he does the 60-second drawings, which is probably what people would know me from here in Twitch. And if I can focus on those 60-second drawings, and that's what I do, those instantaneous automatic drawings, that could be my one thing. If I focused on that one thing over time, that becomes my voice. That becomes how I get seen and heard. That's how other people say, oh, Gabriel, he's the guy that does this. And then over time, that allows you to make movement towards success in a much faster pace than if you were not moving towards that one thing. If you are not actively moving towards your voice, you may be rambling through the creative process. And again, this one thing philosophy, it may not work for you, or maybe you have another point of view towards this concept. But let me know in the comments here, or join the Twitch community if you have a perspective on finding your voice, or doing that one thing. Or do you know any examples of any artists that have kind of found the one thing that they've done and how it was successful to them? Do you have that one thing that you figured out? Do you have any favorite artists who you've seen over time evolve into finding their voice, into doing that one thing? Let me know. If anybody wants to join the conversation. Oh. Fox says her one thing is gay people. Oh, fuck. Love it. Hey, and if that's your one thing, what a wonderful thing to be known for, right? Well, that gets us to the ending. So if you haven't heard it lately, I love you. I'm proud of you. You're becoming a better artist and a better person every day. Keep that shit up. And I don't want you to forget that. I know that part of being an artist is that you walk around with some really big feelings. And you got to find places to put those feelings. And I don't want you to forget that art is that place to put those feelings. You are a superhero and you have a superpower. And that superpower is taking negative energy, nervous energy, and sometimes even positive energy and turning it into artwork. And that artwork is a positive energy. So you can transform negative energy into positive energy. And in that way, you have a superpower that not everybody has. And I don't want you to forget that. You take that shitty week you had, that bad day you had at work, or the bad month. Sometimes we're in conflict with our family or ourselves, or with school, with our friends. And I understand, I see you, and especially as an artist, those things can stack up. And I don't want you to forget that you can take all that negativity off your shoulders, off your neck, off your mind. We carry it around with us every day. I want you to take all that negativity off of you. I want you to ball all that negative energy. Sometimes it's just nervous. It could be positive energy, negative energy. It could just be like, how fast the world is moving. You take all that anxiety, all that depression, all that negativity, and I want you to pull it off of your shoulders, pull it off your neck. You don't need to carry that around. That negativity can get so heavy. That energy can get so heavy. It's as heavy as Thor's hammer. If you dropped it, it would just fall through the earth. But you get all that weight off of your shoulders and you hold it in this negativity ball. And I want you to take that negativity and you use your superpower. You're going to spread it into your artwork. You're going to go write a song about it. You're going to go program the perfect language about it. You're going to go write a story about it. You're going to direct a film about it. You're going to write a poem about it. You're going to do that superpower. And the world is going to be amazed by how your talent is able to transform negative energy into positive energy. You are that person that can do that. I'm proud of you for that. Don't forget, don't take it out on your community. Don't take it out on your friends. Don't take it out on the drywall. Don't take it out on yourself. Don't take it out on yourself. Don't take it out on yourself. Take it out on art. I'll see you next time.